Yo, what's good, YouTube? Gamer Zero coming at you with a little bit of a different video today. I'm going to be doing a video today of 10 things you should be doing in GTA Online. So let's go ahead and get right into it. The first thing that you should be doing every day on GTA Online is your daily challenges. Now, these are like, as you can see here on the screen, the Madrazo bounty hit if you got the bounty hunter business. But then there's also other daily challenge, or not even daily challenge, but daily activities, I should say, that you can do without a business, like G's Cash or the Stash House, or even spinning the casino wheel. Then there's even the junk energy time trials and the junk energy skydives. So definitely take advantage of these. And I'm going to go ahead and go into the breakdown of the numbers of how much you'll make if you do each and every one of these daily activities every single day on GTA Online. So let's go ahead. Let's start off with G's Cash. You make from about 10 to 12,000 to $19,000 with G's Cash, like in between all of those numbers. I'm gonna say 10,000 to 19,000. I don't think I've ever made 20,000 off of G's Cash unless it was double money. But let's just say on average, you make about 15 grand every single day from G's Cash, right? If you do that for an entire month, that is $450,000. Now, the number will vary. Sometimes you'll make a little under 15,000. Sometimes you'll make over 15,000. So you're going to be making about $500,000 off of G's Cash in 1 month if you do it every single day, on top of the ammo and the snacks that it's giving you for free. So definitely. Oh, it also gives you RP, I believe. I want to say you get a little bit of RP every time you get G's Cash. So definitely take advantage of G's Cash. It's just go over there, find it, pick it up. It's nothing to it. You know what I mean? Let's talk about the junk energy time trials. You make about 50 grand from them. Like sometimes you make a little over 50 grand, but usually it's about $50,000, $51,000 from each one that you do every single day. Now, if you do that for 30 days, that is $1,500,000. Now, that's pretty good. And it's just one race every single day. Not that bad. You're leaving $1,500,000 on the table if you don't do your time trials. So it's just an easy bike race. Sometimes I'll have to restart it, but if you do it every day, you'll get the rhythm of each one and you'll learn how to do them, because it's always like going to be a set course of them, and once you get used to the tracks, you'll be all right. So definitely take advantage of those. Now let's talk about your stash house. Your stash house, if you have a business, it will just give you supplies for one of your businesses, right? But if you don't have any businesses, you get about $30,000, around that number. We're just going to say 30,000 for the average from the stash house. So if you don't have a business and you do the stash house for 30 days, you'll get $900,000, excuse me, not 90,000, 900K. That's pretty good, almost $1 million. And then if you do, you'll make about $500 to $1,000 each time, but you'll also get supplies for your business. So you'll make about what, $15,000 in 1 month, which doesn't seem like that much because it really isn't. But the key here is that you're going to be getting supplies for your businesses, which is great, you know, because those could cost from 60,000, 75,000, you know, to resupply one of your businesses. And if you're doing that constantly, getting free supplies in 1 day definitely saves you a ton of money if you think about it in the long run. So definitely do your stash houses. This is a pretty important activity that I do all the time, and I'm always filling up my bunker and my acid lab on this From Ditches to Riches character. Definitely save a ton of money doing it that way. Then let's talk about spinning the wheel. The wheel is kind of random. You know, you have the prize ride, then you got all types of other different prizes that you can win, from casino chips to actual cash to RP to clothing to discounts for vehicles and other things like that. Definitely, it's highly recommended you spin the wheel once a day. Even if you're not winning, going for the card, just go in there and spin it and just get whatever you get. You know what I mean? It gives you all types of different bonuses and prizes. So you could probably even make, I'm not talking about like in the long run making money here with the wheel, it's just important that you knock that out once a day, just so you can see what you get. Because like it's just all types of good stuff that come from the casino wheel, including of course the prize ride, which is usually some, like lately it hasn't been too good. I could say the prize ride hasn't been like super awesome lately, but it's still a free car. And if you're like a beginner player and you don't really have anything, a free car could go a long way for you. And even if you aren't a beginner player, if you win the prize ride, you know, hey, that's just another free car for the collection that you don't got to pay for. And some of these cars are pretty expensive. They could be, you know, up in the $1 million ranges. You know, that's money that you save. So definitely spin the wheel once a day. Now we're going to get into the junk energy skydives. I personally don't do them, but I actually should, you know what I mean? Because this is something that gives you a lot of money in the course of 1 month. Now, there's 10 junk energy skydives around the map every single day. You get $5,000 for getting a gold medal on each one of them. And getting a gold medal on these skydives is pretty easy. So that's times 5, or 10 times 5,000 is $50,000, right? Then for completing all 10 jumps, you get an additional $50,000. Then if you get all gold medals for each jump, you get another $50,000. So in total, if you do gold medals on all 10 jumps, you're going to be getting $150,000 every single day. Now, if you think about it in the long run, in 1 month, if you do your junk energy skydives every single day, that is $4,500,000 that you're just missing out on. $4,500,000. That is a lot of money, like a ton of money that people just leave sitting there on the map, including myself. Because like I said, it's just a lot to go around to the 10 jumps and do them. But if you're really one of those people, definitely do your junk energy skydives every single day. That is $4,500,000 that you could be making every single month. Next thing I'm going to talk about is number 2, run your side hustles for the businesses that you own. Side hustles including the salvage yard tow truck, the auto shop client deliveries, the bike service from the MC Clubhouse, things like that. All those type of little side hustles from your businesses can stack you a ton of money, and it'll just pass the time for you if you don't feel like just doing like Kyle Perico and things like that. So let's go ahead and do a breakdown here. So I'll do my auto shop service delivery or client delivery or whatever. Usually make about 120,000. We'll set that as the average for that. Then I'll do my tow truck. The 2 tow trucks, that's about 70 grand right there once those are salvaged. Then I'll do my bike delivery from my motorcycle club. That's about another $60,000. Then I'll do the export mixed goods and deliver excess weapons from the bunker. And that's about $100,000 for both of those combined. So in total, I just made $350,000 in like less than 30 minutes. Like, 'cause all that stuff probably takes about 10 minutes on each one. You know what I mean? Or less. Sometimes it can take less than 10 minutes. It can take like 5 minutes for each one. So $350,000 in less than 30 minutes is amazing in this game. Because Kyle Perico, you make about $1 million an hour. Like a little over an hour, I would say, depending on how fast you can do the setups and how fast you can do the actual heist itself. But in less than 30 minutes, I made $350,000. And this is not counting anything else that I'm encountering in free roam. Like, the little blue bubbles that, you get about 25 to 20 grand to $25,000 on each one of those. Like the little events that happen. You can make a ton of money just doing free roam stuff. And this is why I advocate staying in free roam, because free roam has a lot of money to offer you, especially once you start getting the businesses that give you these free roam events and these little side hustles. You could just make a ton of money being in free roam. You don't necessarily have to grind heists. And here's the thing, even if you decided to do a heist, imagine all the money that you're missing out on. That's not too bad, because if you're making about $350,000 on top of whatever else you're doing, like about every hour. That's You could make over $1 million in about a couple hours just doing those side hustles. So definitely take advantage of those. All right, number three that I want to talk about here is you should be doing your free roam events. There's a lot of free roam events that pop up around the map. Like you got the smuggler plane, you got the bank van, you got the cop Rico guard that just be laid out drunk. You got the exotic export vehicle, but you have to have the auto shop for that one to pop out. Then you also have like there's a couple other ones like the drug car. I don't really like doing the drug car too much because that one can take a little bit of time and it gives you a crappy car to drive. But there's a variety of free roam events that you can be doing that just pop up randomly, and they're very good. They're very good. They pay about $25,000 on each one, and they take like less than like 3 minutes to complete. So that's like an additional, that's like doing the VIP thing. What's it called? Headhunter. It's easier than doing a headhunter. You're actually making more money than you're doing a headhunter if you do one of those, except for the exotic export. That one pays about the same as a headhunter, but it's still faster than a headhunter, and you don't have to worry about getting shot up or anything. You just grab the car, take it to the docks. That's it. Easy peasy money. Do your free roam events. There's even the most important free roam event that I want to talk about is the police crime scenes. Now, if you're a player that doesn't have the service carbine, you could actually get the service carbine for free by doing the police crime scenes. Now, you have to have 5 different crime scenes, or it could be the same one, right? You just 5 different service carbine parts, excuse me. So you have to do 5 crime scenes, and each one will have a service carbine part there. And when you get the service carbine part, once you get all 5, you get the service carbine rifle, which is one of the best rifles in the game. It's really expensive. One thing I could say about it is for each part, I believe you get $5,000. So in total, 5 times 5 is 25. So you get $25,000 just for picking up all 5 parts. Then after that, for completing the service carbine challenge, you'll get an additional $50,000. So in total, you'll make $75,000 just for getting the service carbine. You'll get a bunch of RP and you'll get money. And then every time after that, once you complete the service carbine challenge, you will just, if you encounter a crime scene again, because they will still spawn in, you'll just be able to grab a briefcase that has $25,000 in it, which is pretty good. So definitely take advantage of these blue dots, these free roam events. They are very important to making a lot of money. The number 4 thing I recommend GTA Online players do is to buy businesses with safes. Now, these safes, they're passive. You know, some of them require a little effort. Some of them require a little more effort. Some of them don't require any effort at all. Like the salvage yard, all you got to do is a couple tow trucks in a day and it'll be filling up with money. Max out at $250,000. Then you have the bottom dollar bounty agency safe. You just got to go tell your bonds people to go and do the work, and then it'll fill up with money when they come back. The only thing about that is you have to go over there every once in a while and tell them to go and do the work. Then you have the nightclub. You just got to, do your little popularity mission, either the ones that spawn in the nightclub, or you could, do your work from the computer, your popularity missions. And boom, it's going to be filled up with $50,000 every in-game day, which is 48 minutes in real time. Then you have the agency, which that one requires a little more effort. You just have to do 251 security contracts. That does take a little bit of time, but once you finish it, you really don't have to do anything after that to have it be filled up with the maximum amount of money every in-game day. Then you have the new business, the hands-on car wash. You just got to keep the heat off the business. All you got to do is, as you can clearly see right here, wash a customer car. Or if you have like the other two, the smoke on the water and the Higgins Helitours, just go take the tourists on a helicopter tour around the city. Or you could do the weed deliveries, and boom, there you go. Keep the heat off of these businesses, and you'll be generating a ton of income in the car wash safe, which maxes out $100,000. So I definitely advocate to getting these safes because like it's just free money essentially, and you don't really have to do much for some of these, especially like the arcade just filled up with games and it fills up to $100,000, the safe in there. And you literally, once you fill it up with games, you don't have to do anything. And the Diamond Casino Heist is going to be paying for all the games you bought, and you're going to be set. And the Garment Factory, I don't know exactly how that one works. I don't know if it could go up or down depending on work that you do in there, but I know that that's also a pretty good safe because you really don't have to do anything for that one either. So I highly suggest everyone get these safes. Passive grind is important, and set it up because it's only going to benefit you in the long run. The number 5 thing every GTA Online player needs to be doing is taking advantage of these weekly activities and weekly challenges. So of course you got your weekly challenge, and you just do like something 3 times, you get $100,000 every week. Then you have your time trials, your HSW time trials, you have the priority file at the Garment Factory, and you also have the salvage yard. So if you do all of those combined every single week consistently, you'll be making pretty much over $7 million or pretty close to it every single month. And you're probably thinking, but I could just do like 7 Kyle Pericos. Trust me, $7 million in 1 month is way better than just doing Kyle Perico back to back, and it just gives you more things to do in game where you can generate income. Trust me. And you can still do your Kyle Pericos because it's just once a week. Once you knock it out, you don't got to worry about it anymore. So definitely take advantage of these weekly objectives and weekly activities, weekly challenges, because you're going to be generating a ton of money. And it's just highly recommended because if you don't do them, you're just leaving money that you're missing out on the table. The number 6 thing you should be doing in GTA Online, everybody should be doing this, is buying an armored vehicle. Because if you're going to be grinding versus NPCs, or even some certain vehicles are good in PvP, buying an armored vehicle will help protect you and keep you alive. The armored vehicles, there's one that's one of my favorites. The Duke of Death is completely free. That thing is free, and it's one of the best armored vehicles in the game. It's not the fastest. It's not the toughest either. I think it take about 2 or 3 missiles, something like that. But it's definitely free, and you'll be able to grind missions easily, especially like when contact missions are on double money. These armored vehicles are some of the best in the game. Even another thing that's good for them is like setups, heist setups. Armored vehicles help a lot, especially for the Diamond Casino heist setups. Armored vehicles are some of the best for those setups because there's like one where you go up against the army and they're just everywhere. Trust me, the armored vehicles are definitely 100% worth the money, even if you don't think they are. Or you could just go for the free Duke of Death. It doesn't have the best armor coverage like the Armor Kuruma does, but it's still an armored vehicle and you can still get results out of it. And especially when you start learning how to use it, it's very good. And they're also even good versus players. Like if you've seen some of my streams, I be shitting on people with a Duke of Death. Like it's a very good vehicle, especially like I said, when you learn the ins and outs of it, you'll be good to go. The number 7 thing GTA Online players need to be doing / owning is an Imani Tech compatible vehicle. Now, there is a lot of griefing going on in public lobbies sometimes, especially with missiles. Like the Oppressor Mark II is a very, very annoying and very popular vehicle used for griefing. So I would definitely consider getting an Imani Tech vehicle. And not just for the Oppressor Mark II, there's like, homing launchers and vehicles with homing missiles and aircraft, all type of different aspects of the homing missiles that you want to avoid. And by just getting an Imani Tech vehicle or an Imani Tech compatible vehicle, you'll be able to minimize griefing on your end. One car in particular that I literally just talked about that has Imani Tech is the Duke of Death, because recently Rockstar, they added Imani Tech capabilities to a bunch of different cars in the game, and the Duke of Death is one of them. You don't even have to do any missions or anything like that. You can just buy the Duke of Death, and then once you get an agency, you can install Imani Tech into your Duke of Death. Boom. It's like what, like 500 grand? That's definitely worth it, in my opinion, for some privacy in public lobbies while you're doing your thing. And you're covering 2 bases, and it's cheap. You got a completely free car, and then you just put another 500 grand into it to have that. It's 100% worth it. Trust me. So definitely every GTA Online player needs to be owning an Imani Tech vehicle with Imani Tech installed. And now you will need to buy the agency to start installing Imani Tech into these vehicles. So just take that to heart when you are trying to get an Imani Tech vehicle. And you're like, why can I install Imani Tech? Because you need an agency with a garage. So you need to buy the garage mechanic guy for the agency to have that capability. Okay. The number 8 thing that GT Online players need to be doing is sell your businesses in public lobbies. Please. Like, I understand some people just don't like getting griefed and stuff like that, but it is definitely worth selling some of these businesses in free roam. Like, if you have a solid crew of 4 guys, I would definitely sell my MC in free roam if you got some guys that know what they're doing. If you're solo, you can easily sell your nightclub and your acid lab in solo lobbies and make a killing. I believe, like, in a lobby filled with 25 players with acid lab, make like $527,000. That's like over $500,000 just for like an easy delivery. Then with the nightclub, depends on how much stuff you have in there, but if you're at the over $1 million mark, I usually make like 1.5 to almost $2 million every time I sell my nightclub in a populated public lobby. Definitely take advantage of that bonus. It's like, I think it's like a 3 or 4% bonus if it's a maxed out lobby for whatever your product is. Take advantage of it, because it's just, you're just leaving it there. You're just like, oh, I'm scared, I don't want to get griefed. Bro, just close that. Just close that before like someone starts griefing you. A lot of these vehicles that you do sales in are armored. Like, they don't take one missile to blow up. So like, you could easily just close app, go to a different public lobby, or just, do whatever you got to do. You don't have to get griefed. Like, if you're getting griefed, it's all because you want to get griefed in GT Online. There is no reason your product should be just getting exploded that easily, or anything like that. You can easily just close app and you're good to go. So definitely sell your product, and even CEO cargo crates. I have videos on my channel, me doing it by myself, 3 trucks. Nobody fucked with me. Nobody fucked with me. And even if they were, I just took precautions. You know what I mean? I watched the map. And I made so much money with this From Ditches to Riches character, and I made money with my PS5 character. Like, look, I'm a GTA veteran, so I know what's going down. Like, you ain't just gonna catch me slipping, and I'll easily just close the app and just go about my business. So definitely take advantage of selling, I would say, all your products, all your stuff in free roam lobbies if you can, because it's definitely 100% worth it, y'all. The 9th thing I can tell y'all to do, all GTA Online players should be doing, is taking advantage of weekly updates and weekly discounts. That is like one of the best ways I've saved so much money and made so much money. These could be things from business bonuses. These could be property discounts. These could be a simple PvP mode that's double money. This could just be like how this week it's like dispatch work and like bounty hunter work. Even though these don't make that much money, it's still content that you can grind, and you're getting more money than you normally would. Like, it's literally free money that they're giving away. Like, you don't have to pay for any of the content. And even if you think, I don't want to do that, like, what are you missing out on if you do it? And also, they give you double, like, usually they give you double RP, triple RP, you know, however much RP, so you'll level up pretty quickly. So that's another thing you should be doing, taking advantage of the weekly updates, the weekly discounts. Take advantage of all the double money that they have to offer, even if it's something you don't think is beneficial. Do it. And this is going to also stress into the last point that I think every GTA Online player should be doing in this game. Let's go ahead and get into that last one. The last thing GTA Online players should be doing at number 10 is buying businesses that players tell you not to buy, or just other people in general tell you not to buy. Don't buy the document forgery. Buy the document forgery because it's gonna help in the long run with your entire business empire. Now, you'll be able to connect that document forgery to your nightclub to have it generate goods there. You'll be able to get money from it from your hands-on car wash safe. It'll be making money there. And then also there's a benefit to where if you own the document forgery and you also own the salvage yard, when there's a claimable vehicle, you can get it for $10,000 instead of $20,000. Now, you may be thinking, well, all of that it's not really a big thing, but it is though, because in the long run, if you're playing GTA Online every day, that's just money you save. That's money that you're saving, and that's money that you're generating. So that's what I'm saying. Buy businesses that people tell you not to. Don't buy a small warehouse for CEO deliveries, the cargo crates. Dude, you don't have to listen to these people. If you want to buy a small warehouse, go for it. Because I can definitely tell you, doing like a bunch of those special cargo missions for each and every single warehouse can get really, really like lame and boring, just grind that back to back. So do what you feel like doing in GTA. Now, there are some things that I don't recommend, but if you want to at least own one small warehouse in your entire warehouse system, go for it. You know what I mean? I myself own one medium when I can't be bothered to do the large ones. So I own a medium. And even, like I said, owning a small warehouse, owning one of each will tie into the safe at the hands-on car wash. So I might even just go ahead and buy a small one myself just to have the car wash maxed out. Same thing with the document forgery. It ties into some of my other businesses. And here's the thing, like, some of these businesses are cheap and they're like, you won't turn a profit on it. Yeah, you may not turn a profit on it immediately, but guess what? If you're playing GTA Online back to back, you're going to turn a profit on these things eventually. And especially with things like the stash house, especially things like double money events, you're going to, especially things like the nightclub, the hands-on car wash, you're going to be turning profit in general on everything you own in this game. Don't do the doomsday heist. No, do the doomsday heist. If you can find some people to do it because you get some real good benefits and discounts from it. Don't do apartment heist. No, do the apartment heist because you get trophies for them. You get money from them. And if you find a solid group to do apartment heists with that like to do them, that'll be something that you could do the whole criminal mastermind thing with. Trust me, do this and play the game how you want. But definitely buy businesses that are either underrated or people don't tell you to buy, because in the long run, it's gonna generate profit for you overall. And here's a bonus one that I got for y'all. All GTA Online players should be mixing up content, because you are the one that needs to find fun in what you're doing in this game. This game doesn't have to be a job. You can play this game however you want. You don't have to exactly listen to what someone else says is bad in the game. If you enjoy it, then play it. It's up to you how you find fun in the game, and it's up to you how you enjoy the game. So play the game however you want, even if it doesn't make the maximum amount of money. It's okay. It's your game. Play it how you want to play it. But that's all I got for y'all today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I did it with my From Digits to Riches character, which I do have a playlist down below. You can check that out. It's a whole progression series that I'm doing on my channel for GT Online. So this is Gamer Zero signing out, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. And you know, before I get up out of here, I gotta hit y'all up with that respect, peace out, and deuces, y'all.